Hey, horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G here to do another movie review, and today I'm going to review the movie Incident in a Ghostland. Yes! Now, Incident in a Ghostland, or Ghostland, that was the original title, was written and directed by Pasquale Langier. I think I pronounced that right. Now, if that name sounds familiar, yes. He's the guy that wrote and directed Martyrs, the French version. Not that crappy-ass American version. He had nothing to do with that. Yes, he's wrote and directed this one. This stars Marlene Farmer, Taylor Hanson, Crystal Reed, and Emily Jones. This is a very interesting movie that I saw last night, and it's starting to get a little buzz. And I'm glad I watched it. And now here is my review of Incident in a Ghostland. Now, we have Pauline and her daughters, Vera and Beth. They're about to move into their great-aunt's house. They inherited it, and they're traveling through the middle of the night, don't know why, and they eventually get there. It's a nice old house. Looks kind of haunted by the way it's set up. And all of a sudden, before you know it, they are attacked by these two intruders that they met on the road in a candy cane truck, or a candy truck. They're violently attacked, viciously beat up. The mother fights valiantly for her daughters, eventually stabs to death the big fat guy, and all of a sudden she's about to stab the cross-dresser, and then all of a sudden we're up, like we wake up and we see that the older Beth is now an adult, and she has become a famous writer, and she's also written books. She's like the female version of Stephen King, and she's actually written this book, which is also called Incident at a Ghostland, about the events that happened to her. And then all of a sudden she gets this weird phone call from her sister telling her to come back home. And that's when the film takes a big twist, which I will not reveal. Pretty sure people who've seen this know what I'm talking about. But that's basically what the premise of this movie is about. Now, just like with Martyrs, when we're in the opening, we get this very intense opening when the intruders break into the house. And we see the mother fight for their lives, and we're just thrown right into this violent altercation. And I'm talking about violent. It is violent. It is very brutal. The mother takes no punches because she's doing what any mother should do to protect her children. And the intruders are fighting her back as well. And I really love the opening scene. It's no different than Martyrs. Now you got to give the crew credit for how they set this house up, because it looks like we're going to be in a haunted house picture just by how the house looks. I mean, it looks like you have, it's a very old-looking house. It has grand-looking furniture that looks like it's very expensive. Looks like it's been there since the house was first bought, probably way back in maybe in the 16th century. I might be exaggerating a bit. Yeah, rusty piping, rusty opening doors, old classic mirrors that has a secret in it. When the girl opens up, you have a secret in it. And of course, all those creepy looking dolls. You really got to give everyone, the people who set this house up, credit, because everything just looks like we're going to be in a haunted house picture. Because that's what it looks like. It looks like we're going to be in a haunted house. Now, when we're introduced to the girls, the main focus is on Beth, because she seems a bit withdrawn or introverted, and that the only way she can express herself is writing these dark stories, because she's fascinated by H.P. Lovecraft and the stories that he wrote. And we see these dark stories that she's written, and when the film switches to 16 years later, when we see Beth as an adult, she's written all these dark stories. We see she's got a whole bunch of novels that she's written. And again, as I stated earlier, she even wrote about the incident that happened between her family. And of course, while she's going on and had a successful career, her mother and her sister are still there at that same house. So that's a very interesting concept right there. You know, the girl who's seemed a little introverted, withdrawn, winds up becoming a big star. Now, you got to give the actors credit. All the actors have done a fantastic job. All the actresses do a fantastic job. Meryl Fair, I believe she's a very popular star in France. I've heard from other people that, from what I've researched, she's like the female version of Madonna there in France. Then, of course, you have Crystal Reed and Taylor Hickson are also great as well. One thing about Taylor Hickson, unfortunately, she was injured during the filming of this. There was one scene where she was supposed to smash out the window, and Pascal kept telling her to hit the window harder, and unfortunately she hit it with her face, and the whole mirror shattered, and it left this huge scar right around this face right here. Now she's suing the production people for that one. I'm pretty sure you probably heard it on the news right there. So I feel sorry for her, but like I said, all the actresses do a pretty good job in the film. Now, I have to tell people, this is more of a psychological horror picture that have elements in it. I'll say psychological thriller with horror elements in it. And try not to compare this with Martyrs. Now, Martyrs, I'm pretty sure whoever's seen it again, was a very brutal film. And it had very emotional, it was a very brutal film. And this film does have some brutal moments in it, but really you don't want to compare it to Martyrs. It's just, Pascal has made this story a little bit different. Yeah, there's similar elements that he does, similar style that he does with Martyrs and this film right here, but this film is more of a psychological thriller. And of course, that twist that happens, I would say, right around we get to close to near the second act. Of course, you're going to have to see it, because I did not see that twist coming. I was very pleased about how that twist came about. So I really enjoyed this film. I thought the acting was great. I thought the setup was great. I loved how the story is written. Like I said, the twist, I didn't see the twist coming. All the two intruders were very brutal. I thought they did a fantastic job. Ending was a little bit so-so, but you know what you're going to expect. But I really hope you guys really enjoyed this film. Some people might not like it because when you look at the trailers say one thing, and this film is like I said, it's totally not what you expect in the trailers, but that's what trailers are supposed to do. It's supposed to get you interested in watching this film. But I did enjoy it. So, the Horror Miser is going to open up his vault, and I'm going to give Incident in a Ghostland 3 out of my 5 gold coins. Yes, I'm going to give Incident in Ghostland 3 out of my 5 gold coins. I thought this was a pretty good film. Now, I was able to watch this on Comcast VOD. I believe it's playing on Google Play Movies. You can rent it. I believe it might be available on Amazon Prime for those people who have Amazon Prime, or you can actually watch it on YouTube. You can rent it on YouTube as well if you have a Google account. But I hope you guys really do see it, and if you have seen it, leave your comments down in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about Incident in a Ghostland. Well, that's my video for today. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And again, if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share, because it does help the channel out. And once again, this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. Definitely ring that notification bell. Some of you guys have told me that you're not getting the notifications when I post them up. So please, if you haven't hit that notification bell, that way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, excuse me, as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules.